We did 3,000 surveys in about 19 counties, 40 localities across the state. The surveys were collected at grocery stores, box stores, etc. And that's important. It means you're testing people who, by definition, are out of the home and not at work. 13.9% tested positive for having the antibodies. What does that mean? It means these are people who were infected and who developed the antibodies to fight the infection. So they were infected 3 weeks ago, right? 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, but they had the virus, they developed the antibodies, and they are now, quote unquote, recovered. 13.9%, just about 14%. Breakdown male, female. Female, 12% positive. Males close to 16%, 15.9% positive. Regionally, Long Island at 16.7, New York City at 21.2, Westchester Rockland 11.7, and rest of state 3.6. By race, Asians about 11.7%, African American 22%, Latino Hispanic 22%, multi none other 22%, white 9.1%. By age, nothing extraordinary here. We did not survey anyone under 18, so it starts with 18 years old. 18 to 24, 8%. 45 to 54, 16. 75 plus, 13. But it's a small percent of the total. Again, how many 75-year-olds were out shopping and about? That is the group that's supposed to be isolating because they are the most vulnerable, 65 to 74 also. If the infection rate is 13.9%, then it changes the theories of what the death rate is if you get infected. 13% of the population is about 2.7 million people who have been infected. If you look at what we have now as a death total, which is 15,500, that would be about 0.5% death rate. But two big caveats. First, it's preliminary data. It's only 3,000. Well, 3,000 is a significant data set, but it's still preliminary. And when we say there are 15,500 deaths, that number is going to go up. Those deaths are only hospitalization or nursing home deaths. That does not have what are called at-home deaths. And then the at-home deaths, you have to go back and try to find out what was the cause of death for those at-home deaths, and then add them to the number of deaths connected to COVID. It gets even more complicated because in California, they're now finding deaths that go back to last December or January that they believe were COVID related. And people didn't even know about COVID at that time. So if you then go back to December and January and start to look at the number of deaths and check them for a COVID-related death, you'll see that total number of deaths go up. But that 15,500 is not an accurate total.
抖音